as we see a response to the allegations, say that ain't gonna work, the allegations of increased anti-Semitism, hate speech on social media platform X, formerly Twitter, saying thousands of Christians have signed a petition denouncing Elon Musk as they call on the corporation advertiser to take action against him. That's not going to stop the mind frame of the people in the world or whoever on X or Twitter. You jackass. You know what I'm saying? In its petition post on Friday, Faithful Americans, an organization of Christians, we don't believe in that Christian shit. You haven't proved none of that. You want to blindfoldly tell people what to believe and without any scientific or true facts to that matter. Second of all, why does your book has a publishing date and a copyright coming off the Mazarin Bible and Gutenberg and his bullshit? Then you went around the world and did other bullshit, rebuild this, do that, flood out this, cover that up, just in order to push that narrative. And you said that your God created the heavens and the earth. Yeah, where? In your goddamn brains? Because that's the only place that happened. That is not how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So if he created these things, why are you so imperfect in itself? It doesn't matter what Christian or color you are. If you follow that, and even when you look at the flag of Israel, that's two pyramids forced into each other. Do the experiment yourself. They don't have no right to even use anything like that of Egypt because the Egyptians would have ran you out. You would have never been able to go there. You're saying you waited till it was all generations, years to play. So you had this plan a long time. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at the flag, it's two pyramids pushed together to make that star that they want to say is the Star of David. You see what I'm saying? But you have no proof of none of that. But we do have proof of your invasion and the recreation of this new fake ass religion that you probably stole from Egypt anyway, you know what I'm saying? And rewrite it and remixed it and now trying to put it on the world. And then not only that, you went across the planet and beat people into motherfucking submission and slavery and all types of shit to force your Christianical garbage down their throat. But when you read your book, you're always talking about how merciful and how this and how that, but you're steady murdering and killing. So your Bible have taught you to murder off people. That it's all right to murder everybody. Okay, well, let's go on. You know what I'm saying? In the petition post on Friday, Faithful American Organization of Christians supporting social media justice causes while opposing Christian nationalism, you know what I'm saying, wrote that X has been a breeding ground for anti-Semitism. No. Nope. Twitter and X, or whatever you want to call it, is not the breeding ground for that. That was already done by you Christians. Let's just be honest. Go back and look at your history. Obviously, you haven't been reading your own historical books. You know what I'm saying? Even pedophilia is in the Bible, in their Bibles, and that goes for all of them. Quran, Christian Bible, Torah, all of them have pedophilia in it. Period. And if you think I'm lying, do your own research. Go do your research. Or if you ain't got time to do research, you have time to watch, get over to General Sarah Sultan City Patreon account and get your college on. Because obviously, you're dumb. And you're just straight ignorant. This is why when you approach these Christian people, they get upset. They automatically go into a violent conduct because they have believe this shit that was forced down their throat for years and then want to leave it just there and so on. But when you say anything or show the scientific facts that you could be dead fucking wrong, all of a sudden they want to beat you up, they want to blackball you, probably want to assassinate you, probably want to throw your body down into a well. They probably want to, just go back to the one, beat you up, screaming you going to hell. So you have the right by your book to tell someone else that they're wrong and they're going to hell. What make your fucking ass so right? But you talking about anti-Semitism. So what did you do to the world? Is the question we ask. Because that's not the only facts that we can bring up in your book that will crush you once and for all. But I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you need to come up off of X and Elon Musk with his anti-Semitism piece of shit. And the anti-Semitism and represents one of the largest danger to Jews in years. No, there is no danger to Jews. There is no danger to Jews. If the Jews have danger on their doorstep, it was created by you. We're not going to go down the road of that. If there's any anti-Semitism, historically, and have always been, because of the stuff you have done across this planet. This is not anti-Semitism, nor, let me give you my disclaimer, don't do anything to these people. Let them be. What we got to do with them? You keep on seeing Jews and whites and blacks, and what we really have to do with that? Other than to get our country in line. If we do that, all the crooks and bandits will be flushed out. But as long as you keep calling and this and that and the third and the fourth, then you're only individualizing one to another. You are not a whole as it should be. And picking on the Jews is not going to solve that. But get your ass in a lot of trouble. Leave them be. Their time is their time, just like you and I. They haven't fooled anyone. Their belief is their belief. They haven't fooled anyone. I have known I'm about damn near off this planet. And I knew about them and what they are and where they're from and who they are. Going back in the early 70s when I was a little kid. I used to do a lot of studying, bro. And I'm not going to say everything here, so don't expect that. We're not going down the road with that. Leave the Jewish people alone. Get to straightening out your country and your surrounding and your home and your this and your that and get off of that. Because we don't have time for that. If you do what you're supposed to be doing, you wouldn't be focusing over here. So therefore, this sounds like some Ku Klux Klan Grand Poo Bah son of a bitch shit. Which you have a right to say what you want on the freedom of speech. You have a right to say what you want, but not to incite the violence on the Jewish people. You got to calm down. Your focus is in the wrong place, even though you feel it's in the right. No, it's not, because that's not the way you handle that. You know what I'm saying? Now let's move on. In the time with your fucking jokes. You know what I'm saying? Let's say it once and for all. Get off the people. You know what I'm saying? We see Kathy Hoxel makes 18K jobs available for migrants. Yeah, you make 18K jobs for migrants. What happened to the 18K jobs for American people and the people who've been here longer than them? And Americans as a whole. I've never heard you do that for American people. You're always talking about these jobs, this. And she's just trying to make herself look good. She's a creep. She's a creep. I'm just going to be honest with you. We see elite U.S. strategy on Ukraine sees corruption as the real threat. Oh, no. You guess? We got another dude up here. You know what I'm saying? He's Trump done is done in New York. Bye bye. I think his name is Donnie GTFOH, whatever his name is. You're lying sack of poo. No, Mr. DGE, you are lying sack of jackass. You know what I'm saying? You are idiot. Let's just be frank, idiot. You know what I'm saying? Now listen to the idiot. Listen to what you got to say. Wait. Let me bring this down. Let me bring this down. Hang in there, people. Let me bring this down. I mean, get out of here with that bullshit. Now we're gonna jag this up so you can hear what this idiot has to say. Listen.
The ruling says the former president inflated the value of his assets by billions of dollars and then lied about his net worth on financial documents to banks and insurance companies. This now leads to the cancellation of the company's New York business license, which means the Trump Organization could lose control over properties like Trump Tower in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight's decision is a major win for a New York attorney.
Again.
The ruling says the former president inflated the value of his assets by billions of dollars and then lied about his net worth on financial documents to banks and insurance companies. This now leads to the cancellation of the company's New York business license, which means the Trump Organization could lose control over properties like Trump Tower in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight's decision is a major win for New York Attorney General Letitia James, who is seeking a fine.
It's not a major win. It's a major fuck up and a disgrace to New York City. Because all of them who are rich, have money, and any type of political power or power in general have done the same. You know what I'm saying? If we went through every single one of them bank records, if we went through every single one of them secret deals like with Ukraine and foreign countries and foreign dealings and shit, you'd probably throw the fuck up when you realize what they have done to our country. So this dumb idiot here, Donnie GTFOH, is what exactly he is calling Donald Trump a sack of shit. Fuck it, fuck that. You're an idiot. You're just a straight idiot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You wait, what you work for the deep state too? Wow. Even the regular people, you know what I'm saying? They deep state like a mother. That's why they be crawling in the walls and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we see here where forget China and Russia. You know what I'm saying? From what they're saying, forget China and Russia. Oh, forget China and Russia. You know what I'm saying? The formidable threat comes from within. There is no formidable threat that comes from within. Any formidable threat and division amongst the American people is due to what? Anti-Semitism, as they would say, anti-Semitism and racism as a whole. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? So anti-Semitism, like I said, we gotta stop using that because it's used in the wrongful way, and it's not applied to the people that it should be truly applied to. You know what I'm saying? It is all based on this whole separation and division, divide and conquer. Is all based on that. You know what I'm saying? We see in 1975. I don't want to even read that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me read that piece of shit. I don't even want to read that garbage. You know what I'm saying? Because we know full well whatever comes from within has always been coming from within. That even go for ingrown terrorism by Caucasians called Ku Klux Klan, extremist group talking about Aryan and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? And black people aren't welcome. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we're not feeling you in any shape or form. You garbage then, just like you garbage now. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be straight up honest. You garbage then, just like you garbage now. We see here where, this is another one, a massive energy alert test scheduled to hit your phones on Wednesday. Here's what you should know. Oh, yeah. What, you gonna blow up the world? The nuclear war is about to start. Armageddon. Kiss your ass goodbye. We just say get ready to not freak out on Wednesday, October 4th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every TV, every radio, cell phone in the United States, you know what I'm saying, should blare out the distinctive, jarring electronic warning tone. Mm. An emergency alert. Yeah, and probably everybody that got that shot also gonna feel that. Be aware. Keep cop on you. You know what I'm saying? Keep cop on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We see Creep Joe Biden worry extreme Supreme Court. The extreme Supreme Court can't be rallied. I think is extreme Supreme Court cannot be relied on to uphold the rules of law. Wait a minute. This motherfucker saying this now? Cannot be upheld to do what? This motherfucker saying this now? When you use a Supreme Court to damage the United States people during COVID and all kinds of schemes that you pull, but all of a sudden now they can be, oh wow. I can't believe this clown said that. You see how they play back and forth? This is coming in by Martin Washington, one day ago, coming off The Guardian. You know what I'm saying? With a little circle over there. You know what I'm saying? Well, we see Creep Joe Biden is worried that the extreme U.S. Supreme Court, you know what I'm saying, dominated by right-wing justice, cannot, no. Because when it was dominated by demon Baphomet, add an N and an F to the word demon, add an N and an F to the word Democrat, and you get the word demon craft, you wasn't saying that. For years. You didn't say nothing. Nothing. As long as they were doing your bidding. Now all of a sudden, you have a little more right-wingish in there. You trying to say they can't be relied upon to uphold the law. You lying son of a bitch. Creepy. Pedophilia. Biden. So this is Point Black saying we got much news to catch up on, and we're going to catch up on a whole lot of it. Don't you worry, because I'm always watching. Even when you look at Ukraine, gets bad news from NATO. Now, and this is coming by Andrew Stanton on 10/1, 10 the 1st, you know what I'm saying, 23 at 1:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? But the same Putin got some, Zelensky got some bad news from NATO. Ukraine received troubling news from two allies in North Atlantic Treaty Organization called NATO. Yeah, it's more like jackass, so whoever's in there, you know what I'm saying? As it continue its counteroffensive effort against Russia to reclaim occupied territory. No, this ain't have nothing to do with you reclaiming no occupied territory. This has to do with you joining NATO. Stop trying to change the subject, because once you figure you were backed by the NATO, that means that you could have applied to have nuclear armament put in that territory, which is inside. Let's do it again. This is Russia. Ukraine is inside the same territory. Stop playing around. Stop playing around. NATO emerged as a crucial ally for Ukraine after Russia President Vladimir Putin launched. No, he didn't. It's when they kept trying to join NATO, sucking balls ass bunch of motherfucking countries. You know, that's it. NATO is an embarrassment to the fucking world. Let's be honest. You talking about some racist, some shit, and many of them, if we go through their country, all 34, 38 names, or whatever they are, I bet you have so much human rights violation you would not fucking believe. But calling itself the police of the world. You should bust away from NATO. I'm telling you, they're using you. And you are using your own country and your people because you are in bed with them. Probably was on Epstein plane too. You know what I'm saying? These leaders of all these 34 nations in bed with the demon Democrats, talking about democracy. You're talking about the demon democracy when you say that word. You're not talking about country. You're not talking about the people. You're talking about demonacery. You know what I'm saying? Demonism. That's why they always use that word and try to get you to believe that it's some word that means some form of unification. It doesn't. They're talking about them ruling the world under a one new world order type shit, using the phrase democracy, mockery or whatever. But anybody that's in NATO should remove themselves from NATO because this shit is bullshit. You are causing a conflict, a worldwide conflict, because you might be nations who Putin and his allies can destroy. And if that happens, now we're looking at what? A world war. This is what they're talking about. This is what they want. This is what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So we see NATO emerge as an ally to Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin launched a special military operation against the country in February 22. Why February 2022? He didn't do it before until the creep Joe Biden and his son went over there doing foreign dealing, energy deal, which is no more than probably getting money from Ukraine or giving them money or whatever the case may be, that they will keep pushing to join NATO. That's all that was. So his son, Creep Joe Biden, and him is guilty of damn near trying to cause a nuclear third World War 3, 4, 5, and 6 against the whole entire world. Anybody in NATO should be damn well ashamed of your fucking self. You are not a Sith. I'm not talking about the people in the 38 countries. I'm talking about their leaders who was down with this shit. Your mother should have never gave you birth at all because you're a shit to planet Earth. Like somebody went in the bushes and took a shit, that is you. But you're calling yourself in NATO. And then Zelensky, same thing, in the bushes, pull your pants down. He's not the person shitting, he's the shit that they just shit out their ass on the ground. I can't believe that you would go along with this shit and been going along with it for a long time to get that money and all the support from this crook, Creepy Joe, nutcase Biden. He been doing this long before he was a president. You best believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? But we see here with Vladimir launch a operation in, notice the number, which is a key factor, in 2022. The military alliance has provided Ukraine with tens of billions of dollars of American people's taxpayers' money on a war that creeped Joe Biden and his son, Hillary Clinton, Obama, Bush, and all of them have pushed into our world. So all 34 or 30-something nations is a part of some devil worship, Baphometical bullshit. What proved that is the 6 Baphomet statues in the South in front of 6 state buildings. Why not 7? Why not 8? Is a question we must ask. But in February 2022, the military alliance have provided Ukraine with tens of billions of dollars, but not taking care of the American people, not taking care of the people in the countries, not making sure that they're rich and they're well taken care of, but sending tens of billions of dollars to bluster its defense efforts to destroy our world and send us into complete peril and probably knock us back to the motherfucking Stone Age, which has left Russia military in more tenuous conditions blunting any further military plans for Putin. Fuck off. You need to get off of Putin's back and kiss my ass. Because you garbage. You are creating what we call a destruction against humanity. So this is point blank saying we must think better and force everyone in these countries to understand their position and not just be a political puppet sucking blood for trinkets. Give back the money, the tens of millions of dollars you are stealing from the American people and people across this world, and give it back. Because you are garbage then, you're garbage now. And we damn well know you're going to be garbage in the motherfucking future. So this is point blank saying, no man precedes his mother or father. No one can say what is truly 100 until we have all our concrete proof. So this is point blank saying, farewell. One, we will meet again.